Well, hurricane season is about 3 months away, but starting this year, daily tropical weather outlooks will be issued prior to the start of the season. Meteorologist Bradley Benoit has more on those developments.
In a statement on Tuesday, the National Hurricane Center stated that they would begin issuing their routine daily tropical weather outlooks for the Atlantic Basin beginning on May 15th this year. Of course, that's several days prior to the official start date of the hurricane season on June 1st. The change comes on the heels of discussion between many in the meteorological community on whether or not the hurricane season itself should be moved up to May due to recent preseason storm activity over the last several years. In fact, it is now 6 years running that an Atlantic tropical cyclone has formed prior to the official start of the season. And as recently as this past 2020 season, both Tropical Storm Arthur and Bertha developed during the month of May. Of course, May storms are typically much weaker compared to those that develop, say, in August or September, usually only achieving tropical storm status at max. And going back to the 1800s, we have had less than 10 hurricanes that formed in the Atlantic Basin during the month of May. Now, it should be pointed out that when we're talking along the lines of total named storms, advancement in technology, satellites, and other resources have made it easier to detect tropical cyclones, even compared to just a decade ago. Thus, more marginal storms are likely to be named not only in May, but throughout the season as a whole. And it's also important to note that although the National Hurricane Center will be issuing outlooks and advisories earlier on, the official start date of hurricane season will remain on June 1st and last through November as usual, at least for this year. And the move by the Hurricane Center isn't an attempt to instill fear into all of us longer than we already have to endure during the typical 6-month season. It is simply a move to recognize the potential to see tropical cyclones developing prior to the June 1st start date, as has been the case the past 6 years. And while the decision to extend the hurricane season is still up for discussion, the folks at the Hurricane Center are taking the necessary steps to account and stay ahead of those preseason storms. In the Weather Lab for KATC TV3, I'm meteorologist Bradley Benoit.